you know, from an artist to movies to comedy.
Right.
You know, you're always pushing the envelope and telling that story on so many different fronts. And it may surprise people, oh, what's something new he doing now? You know, keeping people on edge. Tell us about the importance of you always kind of pushing the envelope of your brand into so many different spaces.
Man, it's important for me even more so than pushing the envelope of my brand. It's important for me to keep myself engaged.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy for me to just kind of kick back and rest on the spoils of what I've already accomplished. But in order for me to continue to be engaged, I have to start at the bottom with something. Taking comedy, for an example, is, you know, just the looks on people's faces when they see me up there is a look that I can't get that from rap anymore. Because people already expect me to do well. It's like, okay, we have every example, every indication that you're going to do a good job.
You're going to kill the stage.
And we expect you to do that.
Right.
There is no surprise in that. There's no wow in that. So in comedy, I think that wow factor, that excitement is, you know, that allows me to tap into different levels of creativity.
The lady's like, yes, it do. It's the account. It's the account.
Is there anything you haven't done yet that you're like, okay, I gotta do this?
We need to get a supermarket in Bankhead, you know, in the Bankhead community, because right now it doesn't exist. You know, it's too far and few in between for the amount of people that we have in the area. We need after-school programs, more after-school programs. We need recreational centers. We need more community gardens. We need more programming. We need more programming for the people in the community. And
we talked earlier about the cycle, but what you're mentioning now is how we break that cycle, right?
Right. I mean, I think, okay, so I hear a lot of conversation around violence and gang violence. And everyone in the city agrees, whether you just moved here yesterday or you've been here as long as I have. Everyone agrees this is not the way we want to live in our communities. This is not the city we want to raise our children in. Everyone can agree that something needs to be done. Now, where we kind of fall apart in that agreement is what we should do about it. Most people think very surface level. Crime comes from a lack of opportunities, okay? When there are more opportunities available to the people, there's less crime. Nobody wants to address the issue, they just want to address the outcome. We create that culture, we create that vibe, that energy, that intangible thing that brings corporations here, that makes Microsoft or whomever else want to come and put their dollars here. That is because of the groundwork and the fundamental structure that we have laid collectively. So we have to continue to encourage and support that.
And I think the leadership that comes from the music, right? The leadership that comes from the hip hop community really puts a megaphone from a space of a generation that'll directly hear it in a way that they may never hear from a politician when it comes to that relatability.
We're the translators. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by that?
We're the translators. Okay, so the kids in high school don't speak the language of the politicians. The politicians don't speak the language of the kids. But we're right there in the middle, telling the politicians what the kids are thinking and feeling, and telling the kids what's on the minds of the politicians. Each of us take different roles and responsibilities in that translation, but we are the translators. We are the people who speak directly to the ones who need to hear it and directly to the ones who have to say it.
Connecting the dots.
That's what we do, bridging the gap.
If we're not dissecting it from a space of art form and culture, who's dissecting it for us?
We have to dig beneath the surface, you know. It's very easy to be a surface level thinker and only deal with the things as they present themselves. That seems to be a lot more reactive than proactive. I think we have to dig beneath the surface and find out the nucleus, the origin, like where's the problem begin. You know what I mean? If you can attack the issue at the start of it, if you can follow it all the way back to where it begins.
Getting back to the first domino.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before it fell.
Absolutely.
What does it mean to buy back the block? Black entrepreneurship in a Black-led city, and what T.I. says the youth needs now more than ever.